Good morning. Happy Saturday. What a great morning to be alive. Man, I feel really good today. I get to go see my son and my grandson and my daughter-in-law and my son's mother and her new husband and a whole bunch of people I haven't seen for a long time. So it's going to be quite a thrilling opportunity. And so, yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And I just had an awesome phone conversation with another friend last night who called. And the thing is I think people are finally, there's people coming around. They're listening now after they, have heard my progress and how well I'm doing and what's happening for me. Um, they just, it's turning around. So, I'm finding um, so many things that are important to learn. But in order to learn what is really important, we have to unlearn what we've been told. And that doesn't just go for, one thing, it goes for just about everything because we've been misled. We've been fed a lot of lies. History has done it. It's basically based on a indoctrination system to keep us in line, to not question authority, to learn how to, basically have enough skill to have a job, pay bills, and muddle along. The last thing we need is a society full of free thinking, pee drinking, loving individuals, man. There's your chaos, there's anarchy. Everybody running around in a love fest. So it is like with urine therapy, particularly, like here's something I learned just, well, it really started yesterday, but I learned this morning because people were doing experiments. And the question was about using urine as a detergent for laundry. And so lots of people popped in, and lo and behold, some people did some tests and came back with results. And they were using like, I don't know, half cup or so, or around a half cup, I guess, or a cup of aged urine in their laundry instead of detergent. And everything came out squeaky clean, bright. The whites were bright. So here's another lesson, you see. We've been taught that it's a waste, that urine's a waste, and that it's disgusting and all that, and it's not true. Now, you go to use the bathroom. Oh, you better wash your hands and scrub it with all these chemicals. And oh God, you got to, brush your teeth with fluoride and, wash your hair with this crap and, rub your body with this other crap and put on sunscreen. And that shit is real crap, man. That stuff will cause skin cancer. It's just it's amazing to me how we have been sold this bill of goods. Now, I watched this film the other day, and you can find it online. It's awesome. It's called What the Hell? And it is obvious in that film. The guy who did the film, he did a great job of researching, and you'll find out that all the agencies that are out there that are supposedly set up to protect us are actually being financed by the very companies that are violating us. Big surprise, right? So, in order to really move ahead in life, and particularly with urine therapy, you have to unlearn what you learn. You have to get past whatever, BS story that we were told about it being disgusting, that it's dirty, that it's a waste product. That is a lie, a total myth. So first and foremost, learn that urine is awesome. It's awesome. It's a cure-all. It's a clean-all. It's an antihistamine. It's an anti-inflammatory. It's an anti-infectious agent. It'll clear up skin problems and lung problems and artery problems and diabetes problems and you name it problems. HIV, cancer, you name it. There is case histories that it has helped turn everything around. So let's get smart about urine, shall we? Let's teach other people about urine, shall we? This is where the rubber meets the road. If we want to have a really shift, a big shift, then more and more people have to understand what's going on. We can't remain in this like little minority forever. There's so many myths and so many lies that have kept people down. And in order to raise ourselves up, we're going to have to turn this thing around. And that's involving all of us. We can't be afraid anymore. We can't be having this war. It's all about peace. Let's have world peace. Where everybody gets together and celebrates their pea and have peace on earth. And I say that in jest, but I mean it sincerely. That we need world peace. We need to have, people getting on board and celebrating this urine experience because it's profound. It's some of the greatest wisdom that you can get. That every major civilization in history over 5,000 years has recorded its use. So, we didn't just invent this idea. We didn't just come along and, oh, let's try this. No, no, no. This has been around forever. And just like other things, in the last couple hundred years, particularly, more and more and more information is suppressed. We live in a very suppressed culture. Now, even though we have the freedom and greater access to knowledge, people don't use it. It's true. Most people just muddle along, doing their thing, doing their job, showing up, drinking their beer, going to the football game, whatever. And they're not really doing a whole lot of any change. They're not doing any research. They're not looking into what the mythical aspects of their lives are. They just ignore it. And that is a sad case, but that's what our society looks like. That's what culture has done. They call it pop culture, but it's stop culture. They have put us into a headlock of bullshit. And they just keep cramming that down your throat. They don't want you to think. It's true. It's true. So in order to really get with the program, to really learn to think for yourself, you got to unlearn what you learned. That's the truth. That's the bottom line. And the sooner you do it, the healthier and happier you'll be. Believe me, it's worth the effort. So, with all that being said, I did write a poem that reflects some of these ideas, and I'm going to share that with you now. So this is entitled, Unlearn What You Know. Can we overcome our indoctrination to become healthy in a urine nation? Free from pain, free from disease, free from limitation to do what we please. No more drugs, addiction free, changing our health from drinking our pee. Just getting started and taking the plunge, gathering knowledge just like a sponge. No problem connecting, join in a group, a forum for support, and learning the scoop. This is the future and we're living it now. It's really quite simple when you learn how. Unlearn what you know. Start drinking your pee. Teach others to do it and set yourself free. And it's true. Pee drinkers are free thinkers. And it changes everything. And the sooner you start drinking your pee and realizing the power and the potential of the urine, man, I tell you what, you're going to find yourself in a beautiful place of existence. I assure you of that. It's going to change everything. It will blow your mind. Hey, join a group. If you're not on Facebook, that's fine. But if you're on Facebook, hey, come and join one of our groups. There's several of them to choose from, and they're awesome. If you friend me, you can either friend, I suggest right now, because I'm still having trouble with my access to um, my WEEDU on my computer here. I get it through other ways, but more importantly, just go with Casey Caban, and because that's my real active Facebook and um, like that. So there it all is. I love you dearly. I hope you have a beautiful, wonderful, marvelous day. And boom, you've just been loved. So enjoy. Bye now.